as a human and organizational performance company, we regularly coach our clients about the theories of organizational performance and about individual performance, and how to apply those theories to better results. As a result, we talk about a wide range of things with our clients. Things like will and systems, how to strengthen a weakened will, and even things like memory. As part of our memory research, we help people to simplify, to chunk things into rememberable or memorable pieces. A new piece of research that we heard just the other day was that when people were given a number to remember from study group, one room that they had to remember and report into the next room, if they had an exceedingly long number, they made poorer decisions along the way than if they had a shorter number. So for example, along the way from one room, having been assigned a number, on their way to the next, they were offered sugary snacks or healthy fruits and vegetables, healthy snacks. By a significant, statistically significant margin, 30% or so, those who had to remember a longer number chose the sugary snacks. They didn't engage good decision making and hence good results. Very interesting research. For that very reason, we think about human performance issues in terms of complexity and simplicity. The job for a human performance company, our job is to help you to take the things that are very complex and to make them simple. So for example, when we deal with this issue of complexity, one of the ways that we can think about it is by using the mathematical function of factorial. It's really quite an amazing little principle. It's the principle by which we can calculate the number of permutations, the number of ways we can plant, for example, 3 trees in 3 different holes in our yard. The calculation for the number of permutations is 3 factorial. 3 trees, 3 holes, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. There are 6 different ways you could plant 3 different trees in 3 different holes in your yard. But look what happens to complexity if you add 2 more trees and 2 more holes. 5 times 4 times 2 times 1, times 3 times 2 times 1. Now we've got, what, 6 times 20, 240. Look what happened to complexity. Complexity went from pretty simple to over 240 different permutations. 11 factorial gives you nearly 40 million different ways that you can plant 11 trees in 11 different holes. 40 million different ways. Well, we like to use this when we think about strategic planning. Strategic planning can be a very complex process. That's okay that the process is complex. If you're using a Griffin Hill strategic planning mechanism right now, you may be feeling weighted down by the complexity. But the truth is, simplicity lies on the other side of complexity. What we're working you toward is simplicity. That's why at Griffin Hill, as a human and organizational performance company, we use systems and models. Because by doing so, we can reduce complexity and help our clients to make better decisions in a simpler way. So by the time you get to the end of your strategic planning process, we will help you to be very simple about your business or organizational level strategy. Your organizational level strategy will rely on only 5 domains: strategic excellence position, people, functional organization, external awareness and adaptation, and ICE. Information, communication, and education. All the work, all the models, all the processes that we drag you through in order to get to simplicity help us to understand our status quo and desired state associated with information, communication, education, functional organization, strategic excellence position, our people and the way we lead and manage them, external awareness, the marketplace, and our need to make adjustments and our ability to adapt to circumstances. That becomes more simple. You see, the external forces pressing in on us include complexity. External forces pressing in on us include competition. We can beat ourselves by complexity if we allow our strategic plan or our decision-making processes or our execution be too complex. The difference between 3 bushes and 3 holes in your yard and 11 bushes and 11 holes in your yard is not just a difference of 8. It's a difference of nearly 40 million. That complexity presses on and threatens your success as an organization. One of the systems, one of the models that pushes back against that complexity, that gives you protection against competition, is what we call the success. And notice the factorial sign. That's not just an exclamation mark. It's factorial to remind us of the importance of simplicity. And that's what the model does. It gives us simplicity. That's what presses back out. It provides the borders. It provides the strength to push back against the competitive marketplace, to push back against complexity. That's what the model does. Well, that's the start place. But then your marketing strategy, so this was your organizational level strategy. Your marketing strategy begins with the simplest of marketing models, the 4 basic P's of marketing. Now, others will expand this to 6 P's or other things, but our argument here is for simplicity. The difference between 4 and 6 in terms of complexity can be debilitating. We're going to stay simple. So it starts with our product. Again, all the homework that we assign you in the strategic impact system is to help us to understand our current product and our current competitor's product and our place in the market. Now, this notion of place is also what distribution channels do we use? How do we get our product to our customers or to our target customers? Distribution mechanism. Then we think about promotion. How are we promoting? And now we start to think from here up. So you've got an organizational level strategy, you've got a marketing level strategy. From here up, it's our communication strategy, which really has everything to do with promotion. And then pricing. These 4 basic P's help us to shape what is our product mix. Do we have too many different products? Do we need to consolidate? Are there gaps in our product offerings? Do we need to innovate new products? How are we going to get existing products? How are we going to improve our distribution mechanism, the accessibility of our product to the marketplace? What will we do to communicate the features, advantages, and benefits of our product to our target audience? And is our pricing competitive in the marketplace? Do we provide worthy value to our customers? And then the communication strategy. Well, the communication strategy simply starts with, who are we talking to? What is the persona? What is the identification of the person we're trying to reach and speak to? And again, then there might be multiple personas. We might be trying to speak to multiple people, but don't try to speak to all of them at the same time. Identify as best you can some specifics around the target audience. Who are you trying to speak to? And then for each of those personas, what is your message to them? What do you want to say to a persona at the low end of your marketplace? What do you want to say to a persona at the high end of your marketplace? Now shape your message. Shape that message around the features of your product, the advantages that those features deliver, the benefits that your customers get as a result of purchasing your product with those features and advantages, and then what proofs will we use to illustrate the power of our product. That shapes your message. Now you're ready to say, okay, how will we reach them? We know who they are. We know what their psychographics are. We know what their demographics are. We know what we want to say to them. What mechanisms of reach will we use? Will we use traditional media? Will we use radio? Will we use television? Will we use print? Will we use magazines and newspaper? Will we use the internet? How will this shape our web page? Will we engage a pay-per-click campaign? How will we reach those personas with our message? Reach. And then frequency. What we already know by all the research is that we have to reach this person at least 7 times. The range is 14. There's our efficacy range. We've got to reach our target audience, each persona that we're trying to communicate with that message. We've got to be able to reach them 7 to 14 times. Is our mechanism of reach duplicable? Can we get to them 7 to 14 times? That's before your message is even recognizable to them. This success pyramid helps you to think about the end goal of your strategic process, the organizational strategy, the marketing strategy, and the communication strategy. By using the success pyramid, you can fight against the complexity and the competition, the pressures that strive to quash you in the marketplace. You can push back against them by using systems that simplify. Simplification helps you to provide a strong border of identification for your organization that makes it firm and stand strong against competitive and complexity pressures. The model becomes very simple. Now, the process of getting there is hard work. You've experienced that hard work. Keep engaging the hard work, because this kind of simplicity only resides on the far side of complexity. So we're going to drag you through complexity in order that we might get you to simplicity. The success pyramid is a great model to help protect you and your organization and to facilitate the articulation of your corporate culture and your corporate strategy at the organizational, marketing, and communication level. We're here to help. What we do is powerful. It's why our clients succeed in a world of complexity and competition. It's why they rise to the top. We can help you do the same thing. Best wishes to you.